Welcome back. Joining us is Femi, the founder and CEO of PlirisMobile, the first made in Nigeria mobile phone. Let's take a look at this.
Oh, but which one you for now? Where they come from? I go buy another phone, no. PlirisMobile Plus. As all those arm robber say they not get respect, so I don't bring sort to not they respect them. This phone, if he lost, even if they change his SIM, flash the phone, I go still catch the person. I go use the look the person. They misbehave on my computer, the person knows that they say me go use the fully safe.
Oh boy.
And the battery of this thing not be small thing. The battery they take die. The way they tell me about the battery, I just say I hope use a start motor.
Oh boy.
I don't tire to the carry charger up and down. Up and down, you use the carry charger, the kind of. And apart from that, free SMS.
Free SMS. Free SMS.
Free SMS.
How?
To any network.
Okay.
Any network, as in as I just type and send them to just send them up and down.
No money, don't they charge you anything?
I said the one where there's my network provider, the fix send person come on say you know they buy card, wait here. I say don't worry, I have free SMS. PlirisMobile Plus.
Oh boy, there's plenty things when they talk about this phone. Long battery life, free SMS to every phone. Oh boy, how can I get this phone? Or this thing makes sense. But is it because they carry two phone? I don't tire, guys.
You don't need to carry two phone, my brother. Now two SIM, I beg. See?
What is
it? Now two SIM now put for inside two SIM.
Oh boy.
Two SIM.
Two SIM out for
I'm not need to they carry this thing up and down like say I won't go cell phone. Just this one now, okay.
This phone come be like say they do every.
You never see anything they say they do every. Do you know that this phone even has Yoruba keyboard?
Yoruba waiting?
Yes, Yoruba keyboard.
Onto barak buttons.
You know they select video. You know they select video at all. It plays any format, any document, both video documents, and it will run on the new Google Android.
Wow.
So you just see what I buy now.
Oh boy.
It is everything in everything.
Everything is
only
everything.
A capsule, a tablet, a syrup. So they plan to go buy tablet now.
Incredible. Femi, welcome to the show.
Welcome.
Thank you.
That is amazing.
I'm speechless.
Exactly. I'm excited as well. So please tell us how this all began. How did you start making mobile phones?
Let's say 3-4 years ago.
Okay.
Just 3-4 years ago?
3-4 years ago,
okay.
yeah. Well, I've had the idea when it comes to making mobile phones or playing with electronics, not mobile phones.
Okay.
And it was just a need I saw in the market that in Nigeria, need for information, access to information on the go.
Yeah.
Affordable means of access to information on the go. And like you saw in the advert, what we started was first free SMS.
Okay.
We did a free SMS platform, Texty, and people really loved it. It grew from like 6 users to 90,000 users in like 6 months.
Wow.
Okay.
And then I realized that yes, a lot of people wanted to use this platform, but then they didn't have a mobile phone. And I was like, okay, why not make a mobile phone to help them? We have a software that everybody's using now. Let's make a hardware that can go along with this and also affordable, and at the same time give them access to information. And the reason why PlirisMobile started was to provide access to information for Nigerians, affordable means of access to information. Because we know, like our slogan says, to inform and empower. We know that when you have access to information, when you have information and you know how to apply it, you definitely have power to do things. So that was why PlirisMobile started.
Okay, but you said that, it started with texting and then you decided, well, why not make a mobile phone? Is it just like that? You say, let me just make a mobile phone. How do you have the knowledge to make a mobile phone?
Actually, it's like that. It's that
really?
easy. Yeah.
So you decided to do it and you got it done?
Well, it was easier, like, as they always say, talk is cheap. You can say it. But then, like I said, we've been in the market for like 3 to 4 years. I have a background in electronics.
Okay.
That's helpful as well, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Very helpful. Very helpful.
Yeah.
I studied electrical company engineering and spent over 6 years in the university, 6 to 7 years in the university. And, well, the kind of father I grew up with, you had to be able to do a lot of things. Electronics, anything. Just think of it. You have to be able to sew, you have to be able to build, you have to be able to fix things and all that. And then I had a passion in all round. I had a passion when it comes to electronics. I understood electronics. The logic came easily to me.
Okay.
And then, university came. What do you want to do? Electrical company engineering. And everybody was like, Femi, electrical? way back, 98, it was like, are you sure? Everybody was going for medicine, geology, and all that. But that was what I liked. And I went for it. It was fun. University was fun for me because it was what I enjoyed what I was doing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And thank God for the internet.
Okay.
98 and 99, that was like the advent of internet access to the Nigerian. And I got to meet a lot of friends online, electronics and all that. Then internet was much more serious than now.
Yeah.
If you had access to internet then, you needed to do something serious. I'm like, no. I'm not saying people don't do serious things, but then it's reduced.
Okay.
So, well, I started playing around, asking questions way back then. I was just interested in electronics way back then. So when this came, I was like, okay, mobile phone, everybody's going global and all that, information on the go. I wasn't even looking at making calls and all that. I just wanted a device that was mobile that could give me access to information on the go.
And you wanted it to be made in Nigeria.
Exactly.
That was the key thing for you. So tell us about the process of actually designing the phone.
Well, it starts from understanding how the phone works.
Okay.
And then, you understand how the phone works. The next thing is, the electronic components required to make these things work. And then those that manufacture these components. Nigeria, we're not technologically advanced to be able to manufacture this product, this parts. But you need to know how these things work. I don't just buy a phone because it's a phone. I need to know, if you tell me a camera is 13 megapixel, I need to know why it's 13, why the MP, what is the benefit of it being 13, what makes it 13. They're the same tiny camera, they look the same way, and then this is 3 megapixels, this is 5, this is 13. What makes it different? That's where I started. We researched all that. Then the next thing was, what operating system will these phones run on? These are smartphones. We're thinking, let's develop our own operating system. We researched. We did a lot of reading. Let's find out why is it that we just have 4 major mobile operating systems in the whole world? There were 6 billion people in the world thinking.
Wow.
I shouldn't.
Only 4.
I'm very sure that I won't be the first person to come up with such an idea. And I was like, let's just think. Why is my neighbor or somebody in Ukraine or somebody in China not making an OS? Why? We researched. We found out that these people have spent so much time in developing this. And then market acceptance. A lot of people are using it. Now, if you introduce a new product, a totally new product into the market, you have to people have to adapt. Your product will have to adapt to the market will have to adapt to your product. That might take 20, 30 years, 2-3 decades. But then we don't want to go with that. We're like, let's research. People are making phones. What do they run on? What do they run? What would cost us very little to start with? And then we went open source, Google Android. Google Android was free for everybody to use. Thank God for Google. Google
so it's an Android phone?
It runs Android OS.
We saw a bit in the advert. I want to just talk about the unique features that the phone actually has. I mean, I heard too that I really liked it. It has a Yoruba keyboard, which I think is amazing. And also, the guy said something about if your phone gets stolen, even if you change the SIM, you can
track
call
someone.
it. So how does that work?
Now, like I said, when we're designing this, we took into consideration the Nigerian market. Unlike other brands where, they do very little research as regards the Nigerian market. We're just, 160 million people in Nigeria, and then you want to sell to 6 billion people. I'm sure you could do the maths. They might not really consider our needs. And then we know that the Nigerian needs are very, 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 very special and peculiar.
Exactly.
You could bring 4 or 5 countries together and then have a common, but Nigeria would always stand out. We always had something to research. The first thing was power. We need a device with a very good battery power.
Very, very
with
true.
That was not rocket science. That was just simple logic and reasoning. These people are always close to a power source. They might not want to spend so much time on researching how to make a phone run better, or rather, they might not have the time to research, but why would they want to put a larger battery in the phone and make it heavy and all that when they're not thinking of that? Power is always there. We have to think of that. Now, they will think of, how do I get extremely fast internet on this phone, 4G, LTE and all that. We know that in Nigeria we don't have access to such now, and we've been battling internet access, so we might not concentrate so much on that. I'd rather say, let's give them the maximum speed you can get in Nigeria. And then whatever other resource that's left for that, we could move that to making better batteries and all that, so better batteries. Again, the Yoruba keyboard, you might say, why Yoruba?
I was going to say, any other languages?
A lot of people had asked, why not Hausa, why not Igbo? And then my reply to that is always, The Hausa language uses standard Roman alphabet and English alphabet.
Okay.
The Hausa language uses standard, but the Yoruba
uses something
Okay,
different.
that's true.
Okay, well, Femi, we have to go to a break, but when we return, we're going to take a look at some of your products. We'll be right back after this.
We have the Blaze Plus here. Can you see that?
I think I'll
Hold on to
just
that. And
take
then we
a
have
look.
the tablet.
This is a tablet.
Okay, what was your inspiration behind creating a tablet?
Hey guys!
Welcome back. And we're still here with Femi. So, I have to ask, how much does the phone cost?
Good question.
Yes, time to talk about money. How much does it cost?
Okay. The Blaze Plus, when it was initially released,
Okay.
it was going for 55 in the market. But right now,
55,000 naira.
55,000 naira.
Okay.
But right now, it's going to be going for 45. It goes for 45 in the
45,000
market.
naira.
Because we're about releasing another model.
Okay. And how much is that? What's that model called?
The Blaze X.
The Blaze X. So what's the difference between the Blaze X and the Blaze Plus?
Faster processor, faster RAM.
Okay.
Faster
It
everything.
has that X factor, I'm
Okay.
guessing.
So the Blaze Plus, is that your first phone that you created?
This is not our first phone. Our first phone is actually the Blaze.
Okay.
The Blaze production was stopped in 2012. Yeah, 2012. Well, it was our first go at the market.
Okay.
It was good. Sold quite a number, but then, like I said, it was our first try at the market. So not something we're so proud of, but.
Okay.
And besides mobile phones, what else do you create?
Okay, we develop mobile apps. We also make tablets.
Okay.
Okay.
So we have the Blaze Plus here. Can you see that?
I think I'll
Hold on to
just
that. And then
take
we
a
have
look.
the
Now,
tablet.
this is a tablet.
Okay, what was your inspiration behind creating a tablet?
The reason why we started with this was not, everybody was carrying tablets all around and all that. Like I said, we wanted to give people access to information.
Okay.
Now, we saw a lot of people carrying tablets, not having content on their tablets. These are expensive tablets that are doing like a tenth of what they can actually do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Aside internet access in Nigeria and all
Yeah.
that, access to this information. You want to buy books on Amazon store because you're in Nigeria, you can get access to books. So we're like, okay, let's work something out. A tablet that will give people access to Nigerian resources, not just Nigerian resources, African resources.
Okay.
So we're in a partnership with a friend, so they're developing an app called the Okada Books. Now, the Okada Books is pre-installed on our tablets.
Okay.
Right.
Right now we have over 7,000 books, resources, magazines, books and all that, tailored for the Nigerian man, or rather.
Man?
And
Okay.
women.
People.
Nigerian people. Now,
Okay.
not just Nigerian, African.
African, okay.
So we have several African content. We have authors publish their books on this
wow.
platform.
That's
Now,
amazing.
people can get these tablets, recharge with the airtime. You can recharge with your standard airtime.
Okay.
Or we have vouchers. We actually give out vouchers also.
And I
Okay.
think you have some of the vouchers over
Vouchers,
there.
yeah.
Can
You
we
get to
just
buy-
take a look at that?
So some of the vouchers.
Okay.
You get to buy books.
Okay, so this is the voucher right here.
This is a voucher. That's
Okay.
a 500 voucher.
So I'm guessing you load it into
load
that,
it and then
you
get-
can read.
Not read, you can buy books.
Buy books.
Okay,
So
you
it's
buy
wish
books.
to
How
read.
many
Okay.
how many books does
Oh,
this
wow.
500 naira
Now,
voucher buy me?
They're different. A lot of the books, they are free.
Okay.
Now, some books sell for 50 naira, some sell for 20 naira.
Okay.
Like we have the JAM question papers, we have the Y question
Really?
papers.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Those sell for 5 naira or 10 naira. They're not expensive.
But that's so
That's
brilliant to have it in
exactly.
your tablet
So
instead of
for
having to
students,
carry all those
instead of
books.
Exactly.
That's
I think
so brilliant.
that's absolutely brilliant.
But Femi, we actually have a video of you assembling this
Yes, yes.
tablet. So let's just take a look at that.
Today, I want to take our time to show you what it means to actually have a made in Nigerian product. It's not all our parts are made in Nigeria. A lot of them are made outside the shores of this country, but the design, the concept, all done by PlirisMobile. Assembly is done locally here. We do all our assembly locally here. We're going to start. All the parts are prefabricated to our specifications. Now, these are speakers. It takes less than, 15 minutes? 10, 15 minutes to assemble one. Like I said, this was prefabricated just for PlirisMobile, so we know where the connectors are, what should go where. Now this is me fixing the touchscreen. Put a black button, featured in. The birth of a PlirisMobile. Now, we don't use screws for easy assembly and also easy servicing. So we're going to clip, oops, clip, 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 and there you go. You have a PlirisMobile. Okada books pre-installed, working. There you go, Okada books. So, there you have it. The PlirisMobile, assembled in Nigeria. Thank you. For more information, visit www.PlirisMobile.com.
So, okay, how long does it take to actually assemble a tablet?
Like the standard assembly time for a tablet is like, let's say, 10 minutes.
Okay.
But then we could do like 5 tablets at the same time, like 10 minutes for 5 tablets. But then we're in talks with companies outside Nigeria to help us in assembly. Yeah, we use a company right now to help us in assembly when we have very large quantities.
Okay, of course.
Okay.
But then we still, like our repairs, assemblies of assembling small quantity, we do that locally here. We're also working on producing some of these parts locally in Nigeria.
Okay. So this the physical pack of the
physical
actual tablet. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, no, not the physical pack. Some of the components.
Oh,
like
okay.
The case, the volume button.
Okay.
Components that can be manufactured in Nigeria.
Okay.
Majorly made out of plastic. We want to do them locally. It's taking time, but then we've gotten quite a number of people submitting samples of what they've made, but it's a bit expensive.
Yeah. So if it's made here in Nigeria, is it going to be more expensive than if it was made outside of Nigeria?
So far, yes.
Okay.
It's going to be a bit more expensive, and then not because the technology to support mass production in Nigeria is not yet. It's still in the very, very, very tender years. We're looking at talking with there's some parts that can be manufactured in Nigeria.
Yeah.
We know that plastics, we're very good at manufacturing plastics in
We're very
Nigeria.
good at that.
We're already talking with several plastic industries in Nigeria to manufacture this, as in at least the plastic parts in them. If they're affordable, we're going to go out with them. If they're not, we wouldn't. We'll have to stick with them because yes, we don't want to say because it's going to be made in Nigeria, it has to cost 100,000.
Exactly.
This tablet goes for just 35,000.
Wow.
So it's even less than the phone.
Yeah, less than the phone.
Okay.
That's very, very
Now
impressive.
Everything a standard tablet will do.
Yeah.
Okay.
It runs Google Android OS, does everything.
Okay, I want to ask you specifically about software because, we've seen you assemble it, and please talk in layman terms because I'm not a techie at all. So I've just seen you put things together. So how do I get the information? Where does the information come from? That's the part I don't really get.
Good. Like I said, all our devices run on the Google Android OS. Now we develop apps for this Google Android OS.
Okay.
Mobile apps, as you develop websites and all that. It's a mobile app. Like I said, Okada Books is a mobile app.
Okay.
Pre-installed only on this tablet for now.
Okay.
Texty has a free SMS platform where you get send free SMS to anybody, anywhere from your mobile devices. It's a software we designed.
Okay.
That is pre-installed on this device.
Okay.
Our tracking software that you heard
that he was mentioning, if someone steals your phone.
Exactly. It's designed by us
on
this. Now we have several other apps, too, like the Yoruba keyboard designed by us.
Okay.
We have a news app where it pulls Nigerian news and delivers to you, developed by us. So these are apps that we developed for the Nigerian need, pre-installed on those devices.
That's nice.
That's really cool. Now, I'm a bit curious to find out what have been some challenges that you've had in the process of, creating the phones and the tablets. Because
I see there have been many.
There have been many.
Okay.
There have been many. The first we had, the major challenge we've had so far, a lot of people think it's finance. It's not been finance.
Okay.
It's been market acceptance.
Okay, exactly. Because I want to ask, when you say, here's a new product, here's my mobile, it's made in Nigeria. Do you think that turns people off?
Yeah, well, it doesn't. It used to turn them off, but not anymore.
Okay.
Right now, when you tell them it's made in Nigeria, they just believe that it's not possible.
Okay.
Initially, they'll be like, oh, it will be low quality.
Yeah.
But right now, what we get is, it's not possible.
That's very true, because I mean, when we brought everything out, the whole crew, everybody was just like...
Exactly. I wish we could have
like, just
taken some behind the scenes. Everyone was standing around going, wow.
And the next question they'll ask is, okay, where are you buying it from?
Yeah.
Okay, so they think that you're buying it and branding it here.
Branding and then reselling and all that. So we're not
so
buying and all that.
made it.
That is the first challenge. When they now finally accept that, yes, okay, this has been done in Nigeria, the next one will be custom.
Yes,
they believe that since it's been done locally, it should be even cheaper
than it actually is.
Counterparts, as in when you measure this, okay, maybe you look for another brand that has the same specification, the same features.
Yeah,
but this
they still think
have
it should
a better
be.
feature. They still believe that it has to be not just cheaper, way cheaper.
Way cheaper.
Like a tenth of the price.
Because
and then we're telling them because it's made, just believe that.
Femi, just hold on to that thought. We're going to take a quick break, okay? We'll be right back after this.
For the mascot, there were several names. We ended up going with Alade.
Okay.
Alade, the Paris mascot. It sounded Nigerian, it sounded
It's
African.
so Nigerian, it's so African, and I love it.
And
welcome back. So Femi, before the break we were talking about cost and how, because it's made in Nigeria, people are expected to do the same things as other tablets or other phones, but be perhaps a tenth of the price. So why do we think that is?
As a country, we need to believe that we are great. If you believe that Nigeria is great, trust me, you want to do your masters in Nigeria, then travel out of the country. It starts from there. If you believe Nigeria is great, you rather wear a made in Nigeria shoe, that you know that we have the capacity of making this. Even your neighbor who is a cobbler can make your shoe. We know that we have that capacity, but then because we don't believe in ourselves, we find it very hard to prove value on whatever we are making or whoever we are. That's why you see foreign artists make more when it comes to Nigeria than even
our own artists.
Very true. They even make more when they're in Nigeria than they would make when
in
they're
their own
country.
Exactly.
So we put very little value on ourselves. As a nation, we need to put more value on ourselves before. So that's what we're trying. That's what we push. We're pushing several services that would make them want to use it.
Exactly.
Okay, you have a Yoruba keyboard that has a Naira sign on it. You want to type and you need a Naira sign. Other brands will not give you Naira. Well, you have to use Naira. You need to buy jam question papers. You won't find it on other. You can get it on ours for $5. You want to send free SMS. You want to customize your SMSs. We give you that.
That's cool. So Femi, before we were talking about production, I'm just curious to find out how many of these phones have you sold and how many do you usually produce in a period of time?
Well, in over 3 years that we've been in the market for phones, we've sold quite a number, over 1,500 devices.
Wow.
That's not that much compared to some others, but then to us, it's much.
Definitely.
For tablets, we sold more tablets than phones.
Okay.
The reason why we sold more tablets than phones is we're targeting, the tablet has, for now, has a specific market. We're going to schools.
Okay.
We have over 20 schools in Abuja that use our tablets. And then kids, I've noticed this again, the newer generation, the younger generation respond faster to even Nigerian content than we do. Now, a parent might not want to get a phone for his or her child.
Exactly.
When you say tablet.
Exactly.
And then kids
especially with
are now,
educational features.
Exactly. Now, kids are now very funny. In fact, I'm loving kids by the second. Now, you give them low cost, in quote, tablets, and they carry it and they tell you, Mom, I need your iPad. Because it feels more professional, more real and all that. And then we said, okay, instead of making plastics and all that, let's use metal backs, just like the standard. When we give them ours, they feel it and they're like, this is good. And then they use it, this is good. We found that a lot of time when these kids take their tablets home, they don't come back with the tablets. They come back with cash. To buy for themselves. Because the parents would have picked that and they said, you get for yourself. The kids easily adopt this because, it's good, it looks good, it feels good, it's doing what they want, and then they go for it. They're not even concerned about who the manufacturer is, where it came from, as long as it can do what's supposed to do. Now, our generation, we are still, we flow with the brand. This is this brand that's, now we might not want to touch it, but then when it's brought near us, and then we feel it, oh, this is good, let me go get it.
Yeah.
So that's why we sold more tablets than. And then you ask the question, like, how many do we produce per time? We don't, maximum per time, we do like 50, 100 per time. Because that is where we can actually break even.
Okay. That makes
If we
sense.
do less than that, we'll be
Then
shooting ourselves in the feet. So like 50, as well break even, we just manufacture 50 and then we have it here.
Okay.
Also, one thing, and that feature on all our devices is that, okay, we use touch screens. We give you free repair on the first screen break.
Oh, it's true, because
know
people
that-
are always dropping their
That's
phones
the
and
thing.
breaking them.
So when you break your phone or your tablet screen, you bring it to us the first time is
Just the first.
That's the first time. So where are your offices located?
in Abuja.
Okay.
Okay.
Right now we're in Abuja. Though we have a sales outlet in Lagos.
Okay.
But we, like I said, we're growing gradually. We don't want, if we go into the market right now and say, yes, PlirisMobile, Nigerian and all that, we have bigger, we're like a very tiny fish in the pond. We're like bigger fishes, and these guys, they have everything it takes.
Okay. I really like your perspective. You're about growing gradually and growing a brand that's sustainable, not just like pushing forward and overdoing it when it won't be sustainable.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about the PlirisMobile mascot and how that idea came about? Your face, you're like, oh. Tell us how that idea came about.
Okay, that's also something that came about because we were trying to cut costs.
Okay.
I'm sure everybody wondered, cutting cost mascot, what happened? We wanted to shoot a video advert.
Okay.
I'd written the script and all that, mastered and all, it was looking good. And then we took it out to video producers. We got someone in South Africa to cost and said it was going to cost us like 8 million naira to shoot a 1-minute video advert.
Right.
Then we're like, okay, let's try Nigeria.
Yeah.
And Nigeria was like 12 million naira to shoot a 1-minute video
Wow.
advert. Adverts, whatever
really-
business you are in,
they're really
you need to
expensive.
advertise.
Yeah, definitely.
And then the value of your advert, the value you place on your advert is what people will place on your product.
True.
If you do a shabby advert, they'll think it's... Apple did an advert for $750,000 in 1983.
Yeah. So what is that? What's the value of that now?
Yeah.
That's if you're converting $750,000, that's like in the billions
Yeah.
for a 60-second
Exactly.
advert.
Inflation,
You
yeah.
can imagine. But then we know the value people place on such brands now.
Okay.
For the mascot, we then said, okay, let's design a mascot. And then, actually, we don't have to pay the mascot. And then it's just designed. So okay, let's look for a mascot. Okay, let's try and make it Nigerian and all that.
Yeah,
okay, with the
definitely.
haircut and all that, blah, blah, blah. Then my designer, okay, he just came up with the design. And then design looked like me. So I was like, no, make it look different. And I was like, no, this is okay. I was like kicking against it, say this is okay, we're going to stick with this. For the mascot, there were several names. We ended up going with Alabi.
Okay.
Alabi, the Pliri's mascot. It sounded Nigerian, it sounded
It's
African.
so Nigerian, it's
and
so
all that.
African, and I love it.
And then, what does Alabi mean? A genius. Someone to be envied. That's what Alabi means. So we're just giving
That's
Alabi.
cool.
Yeah.
And then,
So, Femi, you had mentioned your brand manager just now. Can you please tell us a little bit about the team that works with you in PlirisMobile?
well, yeah, I have a wonderful team.
Okay.
Very wonderful set of people. They have their full-time jobs. They don't work full-time with PlirisMobile.
Really?
The reason why we're doing that is we're trying to keep overhead very, very, very minimal.
Okay.
Yeah,
Of course.
We want to employ a brand manager that will be charging, because you have to spread the cost on all the devices.
Yeah.
They've been with me for like 3 years.
Wow.
So as a whole, how many people work with you?
Full-time.
Full-time and part-time, or on the side? All
Volunteer.
together?
If I'm to count, well, I don't want to add volunteering. If I want to count, if I want to count, it's a full-time, part-time, and freelance, like 25.
Okay.
Wow, that's good.
Not bad at all.
That's really good. You guys are a growing business.
Exactly.
Then you have to study a lot. I read every hour of the day.
Wow.
Trust me.
Live TV.
Welcome back. Can you just quickly tell us about Be the Voice project that you started towards the end of last year?
Be the voice. It's a project that we are still going back to.
Okay.
Okay.
We started then, we ran it for a while, but then, response wasn't that phenomenal, but it was good. The idea was texting.
Okay.
No, it was a form of texting.
Okay.
What we wanted to do was give people voice. Their ideas, people voice, the ideas voice, and also give the country a voice.
Okay.
Give states voices. Now, the idea was we were going to give out free SMSs to Nigerians. We were still doing that. Now, anytime you send a text from your phone, smartphone, any smartphone runs on your smartphone, your BlackBerry, Android, and all that, assuming you're from Kwara State, and then you go to Kwara State, you go to our app, and then you say, I'm from Kwara State, you take free SMS from Kwara State. Kwara State might give you 100 free SMS or 500 free SMS. Now, if I send a text to you, it's going to carry my number as if I'm sending a text to you.
Okay.
But then at the bottom of that text, will say Kwara State, state of Harmony. Maybe if you choose Rivers and you send a text, have you been to Tinapa today? Walls, blah, blah, blah. So it's just spreads. Now, you're talking about the knock, terracotta sculptures in Kaduna and all that. Things like that. So people get to know about their states and about the country. Do you know that Lokoja has Confluence and all those things? That's what we're pushing. Even the standard, do you know that there was one we did then, one was in Abuja. A lot of people, we actually helped a lot of people. People didn't know a phone number to fire service, the police, FRSC and all that. So it's what we added to the text. Do you know that FRSC direct number is this and that?
That's really
so
cool.
it's just very informative.
Very informative.
Trying to
So
educating people.
Be the voice. So you be the voice of your state. Say stuff about your state via text message. It's free to you. And then I want to say, hey, Balandi, are you going to be at work? And then at the bottom, it says something about my state to you.
Okay.
You've known something about my state.
Okay.
That was what Be the Voice project was about. We're still going back to that, but then it costed us so much. We were looking for funds. We're like, we're going to go back.
But I think it's a great idea.
Yeah.
But I just have to ask you finally, just to round up, what advice would you give to the youth and anyone who wants to start up something that is probably beyond their wildest dreams? Because if you told me before, look, you just said, let me start a mobile phone, because I'm sure, we think it's very, very difficult. I know it's difficult. I didn't study electronics. What advice would you give to people who want to start up something and they just think it can't happen in Nigeria?
I would say, whatever you're doing must have two things. It must be serving God. Your idea must be serving God and must be serving humanity.
Okay.
Once those two things are in place, other things will fall in place. If you have ideas, like you said, beyond your wildest imagination, don't start beyond your wildest imagination.
Okay.
Yeah, you have ideas that goes beyond everybody's wildest imagination. Don't start there.
Okay,
your imagination is way there.
So start
now,
a bit.
Start here.
Okay.
And grow it there.
Okay.
Don't just start there. I've had people come to me, entrepreneurs generally come to me that, Femi, I have this idea, that. I let them talk. They talk and all that. And then, what I normally do, I help them talk more. Actually, you can do this, and make them, I welcome the idea. So you've seen all what you're supposed to do, and leave that one there. So what do you have now?
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Okay, this is what I have now, blah, blah. Okay, I don't have anything now.
Yeah.
For you not to have anything now, then you can't even be an entrepreneur.
Okay.
You always have something. So you have to see what you have, and when you see what you have, you can know how to build this. And then people will advise you. You have to be very discerning. Then you have to study a lot. I read every hour of the day.
Wow.
Trust me.
Yeah.
You have to read.
Yeah. So you have to make sure that you know what
You
it
have
is
to
that you
know
want to do.
Like
what
what
you're
you want to do.
talking
You
about.
don't just, you want to start a bakery. Don't just go buy an oven. Find out who eats bread. What else can you make from?
So just basically, you have to do a lot of research to understand what it is.
And then when you're doing research, you must be able. You don't need to spend. And then always keep your overhead very low.
Okay.
When you're doing research, don't go with research. Yeah, the research that has already been made is just to guide you.
Yeah.
You have to do your own research, no matter how little. Even if it's 10 people you're working with, you have to do that, because if those 10 people buy your idea, they're going to sell to another 10. That's 20. And then it goes on. But then if you go pull a research done in Russia, and then you try to apply it in Nigeria, you know that it doesn't work.
Exactly.
So it doesn't work that way. So you have to really...
Okay. Yeah. So, Femi, I'm just curious, now for people who are watching and want to know where to buy the Mobile phone, where can they get it?
Yeah, well, we have an outlet in Abuja.
Okay.
If you go to our website, PlirisMobile.com, you have everything there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can go to your website and they can find out exactly where to go.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Femi, thank you so much.
Thank
Honestly,
you so much.
These products are amazing, and I can't wait for us to finish filming, and I'm going to test out one of those mobiles and see how they work. But honestly, absolutely fantastic, and keep up the good work.
Man, I'm getting one.
We're excited.
Really? Maybe.
I'm sorry, could you say that again?
So I think he said maybe I might. He didn't say
just-
we. He said maybe I, Dolakbo, might end up getting one. Femi, thank you so much. It's been an absolute pleasure having you on the show. And keep doing what you're doing. It's amazing. Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll be right back after this. I wish I was a techie. I'm sorry. Like, what?
It's just people who are in technology are doing such cool things.
And they're always really young.
Exactly.